Yo, party peeps, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. The first episode of Raw for the September fall. Yo, party peeps, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. The first Raw of the fall is officially in the books. We have officially begun the road to Bad Blood, and a lot of stuff happened on this episode of Raw, guys. So let's gab about it. First thing first, let's talk about the score that will need to be settled inside of hell. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. Dude, Punk got basically taken out of the stretcher for like the second time during this feud. And now it's literally at the point where, like I said, they're going to have to settle this inside Hell in a Cell, because Drew did what I figured he was going to do in order to get Punk back like into this feud and reel him back in, and especially want this match inside Hell in a Cell. Took the bracelet, destroyed it, shoved it down his throat, blood coming out and everything, and even came back while he was on a stretcher and started beating his ass again, because he was like, dude, this ain't over till I say it's over, and it's not over until I bury you, until I make you burn. And, well, that is exactly what is going to happen at Bad Blood when that match is made official. I want to just segue into what Punk was talking about, like World Championship, stuff like that. Make it this real quick, because I know there's going to be some people, like, eventually who are like, oh, well, Punk he's going to beat Gunther. Oh, Punk Seth for World Title Mania at 41, just like it was supposed to be. Wrong. One, Punk is going to fight Seth at WrestleMania 41, but it's going to be non-title, because it doesn't need the World Championship. Same way Punk and Drew hasn't needed the World Championship, and you guys have been proven wrong about that. So that's one. Two, Gunther's not going to drop the world title at most likely this match will happen at Survivor Series War Games. He's not going to drop it after like 3 months, because number three, the person that's going to beat Gunther for the World Championship is going to be John Cena for number 17. Way bigger of a moment than just CM Punk winning the World Championship, which he really doesn't even need at this stage of his career. Only reason he was going to win, possibly even win it before, and he might not have, is because Priest was going to literally cash in at that Mania. That was always going to happen. Now back to Drew and Punk. If the rumor is true that Punk is going to fight Gunther at Survivor Series War Games for the title, then that probably means that Punk is going to end up winning the Hell in a Cell match, which I definitely think Drew should. Now granted, Drew could win this, then move on, and then go fight Gunther at Crown Jewel, and then obviously lose, and then Punk could fight and then lose at Survivor Series War Games. So they could do that, and I would much rather prefer that, because, again, I've said before, but Drew's been the MVP of this feud on the mic, and just the effort, he's really put in. I feel like he definitely did more for this feud than, Punk did. Just the week after week after week after week, making us want the interaction where they beat the shit out of each other. So, I am still sticking with the pick that I want Drew McIntyre to win this Hell in a Cell match, win this feud, because I just feel he deserves it. But hey, we still got over a month until we get to Bad Blood. Still a lot more shit that has to happen between these two, and the match still has to be made official. But it will be made official, and it'll be time to put this rivalry that has literally been one of the best in 2024 to finally to rest, and put it to rest in the only place that a score like this can be settled, inside the Devil's Playground, Hell in a Cell. And gotta be honest, if I'm CM Punk, he said that he's Satan himself, but Drew McIntyre has showcased that he is the Scottish psychopath, and I definitely would not want to be in there with Drew in that kind of structure. So yeah, good luck with that. Guys, speaking of the World Heavyweight Championship, let's talk about Gunther. He came out tonight, beat Randy Orton in a super great in-ring Matt Classic at Bash and Berlin. Even, broke some kayfabe, showed him some respect. He was the face in Germany, so it made perfect sense. And he even said, I wanted to beat the best version of Randy Orton. He basically has my respect. And it had us wondering, who is he possibly going to fight at the next PLE of Bad Blood? I was like, Sami isn't coming back anytime soon to go after the World Championship. He'll do stuff with Jey. Seth is still hurt, and we'll go right after Bronson Reed. Drew and Punk are still fighting each other, so that's not going to go down yet. So I was like, who's it going to be? And lo and behold, Sami Zayn finally is back. Now I'll get to as for what happens with him and Jey later on. I'll talk about that later in the video. But as for Sami Zayn, this does make perfect sense for multiple reasons. Because one, I said that if Sami Zayn were to win the World Championship off of Gunther, they needed to have Zayn fight Gunther for this world title and lose to make the score 1-1. So if you ran it back, let's say at WrestleMania 41, they're 1-1. Zayn could then win the World Championship at that time. Now, only problem with this is that Cena is coming back for this final run, and I think they have already begun planting the seeds, and I think they are going to go with Cena beating Gunther for the world title, which I have absolutely no problem with. Number 17, it's absolutely fine with me. So, Sami, he is inevitably going to lose this match, but what he said was 1,000% right, and I said this is why they gave him this Intercontinental title reign, and why it felt different than the ones he's had in the past under Vince, because it was the precursor for Sami Zayn to take that great World Intercontinental title reign and, just like all the greats, elevate to the World Championship, because unless they're going to try to toss him the U.S. title, which is just delaying the inevitable, ceiling's right here. He's literally about to win the World Championship, to where in a year, it's one of three things. Either he's already currently the World Champion, he just lost it, like recently, like probably at the SummerSlam that just happened like a month and a half before, or three, he is about to win the World Championship and go on that 5 whatever month run. So in a year, one of those three will have been the case. That is just fact, because it is time. So Sami, you will lose. You'll pull out that heartstrings, because they'll have another great classic like they did at WrestleMania. But Gunther will get that win back. Sami, I promise you, dude, your time is coming, and you will win your first World Championship within the year. And you never know. Maybe they could run the option of Cena fighting Cody for the WWE Championship. Maybe that's what they're going to do for Cena to get his number 17. And if that's the case, Sami's the best choice to beat Gunther for the world title. Or maybe Kevin Owens ends up turning heel and fighting Cody again, and he wins the championship. Zayn beats KO for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41. Or they could do Zayn versus Cody for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41. Either way, Sami, your moment is coming, and that glorious world title reign, multi-month, will be coming within a year. I guarantee it. And damn it, dude, it'll be so worth the wait, and you're going to make it a run to remember and enjoy every second of, my dog. So guys, I was talking about Sami Zayn going for the world title and what that really means now with Jey. And I think I get what they're doing, because Jey looks like he is now set up to go and fight Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship at Bad Blood. I'm assuming it's going to be on Bad Blood, because I can't see them leaving Jey off a third straight PLE. He already missed SummerSlam and Bash of Berlin. I get the whole with the 5-match cards, you build up Raw, that could be a Raw main event, main event Jey Uso, yeet. Yeet! But I can't see him missing a third straight PLE. You could do both world title matches over the women's world title, Drew and Punk, and then the IC title. Boom. Done. You could, there's your 5-match card right there. But we'll wait and see. Jey, getting down with mommy, his face cracking me up, and teaming up with his boy Damian Priest against Judgment Day, which is hilarious because he beat the tag team champions now with 2 separate partners. It's friggin' funny. But what I'm thinking they're going to do with Jey, as well as Sami, is the point of when they reunite with the Bloodline, that is a case of we need to come back together to beat down this new Bloodline, which they will. But then once that's over, they're all going to separate, Roman, Jimmy, Jey, and Sami all going to separate again to do their own thing. For Jey, it's going to be winning his first singles championship, and for Sami, it's going to be winning his first world championship. 2 things that will inevitably happen. It's about when, not if, and it's not going to be that much longer, have you. So they're getting this in now, because they're going to come back to this when they reunite and say, bro, we both lost to Bad Blood, let's get back together to make ourselves better. We'll go win the tag team titles. They will reunite with the Bloodline, get that done, beat Usi, and then we'll go on and accomplish our goals. You, Jey, win your first singles title, and me finally win the World Heavyweight Championship. So possibly they could end up winning the tag team titles off of the Judgment Day at Crown Jewel, but you never know. They're going to be reuniting with the Bloodline very, very shortly after Bad Blood, because there's still a month and a half between Bad Blood and Survivor Series. So I understand 1,000% what they're doing, and I'm still feeling oozy about both of them, and honestly, both matches will be absolutely great, and I still am looking forward to when they come back together to go after tag gold, or just go back together to team Worth Roman before inevitably accomplishing their goals of Sami Zayn, World Heavyweight Champion, and main event Jey Uso as a singles champion, which you never know, could happen at the same time. It'd be pretty dope, and if there's only one word that I could use to describe it, it'd be, I don't know, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh yeah, yeet! Yeet! Okay, you guys, that is Raw. We are Dunsky, putting the rearview mirror. We are done. This is going to be a really fun wrestling fall because we got Bad Blood coming up on October 5th, and then right after that, literally a week after, it's Wrestle Dream, and I cannot wait for that. But before all that goes down, this Sunday, that's right, already this Sunday, All Out is coming at you. We got so many great matches already on this card. Swerve and Hangman inside a cage. Danielson Jack Perry for the world title. Freaking TBS title action. Sheeta versus Mercedes. And then, my God, Ospreay versus Pac for the international title. Chicago Street Fight, Chris versus Willow. I just mean, my God, we just cannot stop. And the matches are just going to continue to be added. But it is the final Dynamite this Wednesday. We'll see what goes down on the final show before we go all out. And we'll see Timeless Mariah May, because she's basically beyond timeless after defeating Timeless Toni Storm. She will defend the Women's World title against Nyla Rose. That should be dope. And we'll see who gains that last bit of momentum before one of the biggest shows of AEW's calendar, and that is All Out. It's going to be awesome. So until then, you guys, deuces, fuses, keep liking, keep subscribing, and keep on remembering that when it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe right here. And I will see you guys after Dynamite this Wednesday. Later, peeps.